Okay, so throughout time, there has been many contradictions all over the world, and we use them when we're communicating with one another. So why do you think there are so many contradictions? Could it be because of the way we're communicating, or does it really matter? So contradictions have always been a part of our life and will continue to be. So right here you see a boy and a girl, and obviously something's wrong with them because they're turned away from each other, so they're contradicting each other. And so what I'm going to talk about is relational dialogue theory is important to learn about because we use it every day, and people don't notice it, and it actually defines who you are and how you speak to other people. And therefore, because I have done extensive research on the relational dialogue theory, I'm privileged to share and discuss to all of you about this theory. And I want to share this with you because I thought it was really cool because on one side there's like the stairs, and on this side it's all flat, so it contradicts. Because the relational dialogue theory is mainly all about like contradictions and stuff. So by learning about the relational dialogue theory, you will all get a better understanding of what it is and how it can relate to us and how we use it every day. So while you communicate, everything you say will impact others around you. And when you contradict someone about something you're discussing to them, you can become closer in the way that you are talking to them. And if you don't become closer, you can either just contradict and become more apart. So first I will be sharing what the relational dialogue theory is, and then I will be talking about the two types of dialogue theories, and lastly I will be sharing some influences that theories do with this theory. So in order to gain knowledge of what the relational dialogue theory is, we should discuss what it is. The relational dialogue theory, as described by theorists Becerra and Montgomery, it means to communicate parties that experience internal conflict. It causes dialectical tensions in relationships, and it also introduces the concept that the closer people get to one another, the more conflict will rise, and also try and pull them apart. So what they mean basically is that when you are communicating with your partner, family, siblings, or anybody, you can either be pulled away from them by any contradiction, or you can be pulled closer. But the closer you get pulled in, the more of a chance that you will contradict each other. So right here is a picture where you communicate. Everybody thinks differently with their minds, so they're sending messages to each other. You could either be pulled away or here. And it could also bring you closer. So the relational dialogue theory is described by Becerra and Montgomery stated that when one is communicating, so the relational dialogue theory is used to observe various interactions with relationships or partners. The theories use it to compare different reactions that the partners have and things, and to find a way to improve the way that people are behaving towards one another and how they react to conflicts that rise. So they compare it to different contradictions to like a specific group, whether it could be a family or it could be just like a relationship. So for example, in a relationship, one can tell the partner to stop talking to them, and in reality they want them to talk to them. So that's the contradiction because they're not really saying what they mean. So the brain, like the human, it works very like good because it sends signals and it sends messages across to other people. So therefore now that we have grasped what the relational dialogue theory is, we can now explore the two types of dialectics that there is. So dialectic means that it's the art of exploring different opinions. The first dialect is the internal dialect, which is to have certainty or have uncertainty. And to have certainty means to be assured of what you're speaking and to feel confident in what you're saying. And to have uncertainty means the opposite. So you don't really know what you're saying, and you aren't like focusing what you're trying to say. And people use this today because when you're talking to a friend or somebody else, you are either sure or not sure what you're saying. And the next dialectic that the relational dialect theory has is the external dialect. and it means just to have revelation or to have concealment, and inclusion or seclusion. So what that means is to have revelation is to speak with surprising unknown facts, so things that you aren't sure of, but you are speaking with them. And to have revelation is to, so you're just avoiding the facts, so you're just doing the opposite. You are not really talking about the specific things. So therefore, the relational dialect theory allows one to decide how they want to participate and contribute in a contradiction with their behaviors or their reactions. So now that you know what the relational dialect theory is and what it contains, we can wrap things up. So now that you have a better understanding of what the relational dialect theory is, it's important to keep in mind that in our life we use it and we can decide whether we want to use it or not. So therefore I describe what the relational dialect theory is and how we use it, and the two dialectic theories. So now the next time you come about a contradiction while you're communicating in a conversation, I hope you hold the memory of the relational dialect theory and what it is